is not Denise, it's Titi Leti Nefertiti, the jewel of the Nile. It really was a treasure of a Charleston.
That is the best Charleston I've ever seen on...
Such a polished performance. You had everything in it.
That's the dance of this series so far.
9.
10.
From Len the 10.
10!
It's my dream to get a 10 at Wembley, but to get 3 is just amazing. So happy.
I was just happy to get through it.
Please welcome Denise James. Wowzers, it was proper aceness on Saturday night. And to get not one, but 2, but 3 10s, you must have been over the moon. Have you come down yet?
Yeah, it was brilliant, wasn't it? We actually really enjoyed the day. It was such good fun. But to get 3 10s, I was over the moon.
No, it was good, especially because on Thursday we couldn't even get from the beginning to the end of the routine.
Really?
That's because you were exhausted, weren't you, on Thursday?
It was hard, it was fast, and because we were kicking out all the time, we were just so out of breath.
But also the weeks, it's kind of, you know, building up week after week after week, and they're all professional dancers, and, you know, for normal people, it's a lot of energy to come up with every week, isn't it?
And for professional dancers
and for
as well.
professional dancers.
He's on the floor gasping for air.
Oxygen. What was the atmosphere like at Wembley, and did it kind of, you know, drive you on? You must have been thriving on
Definitely.
it.
I mean, 6,000 people screaming, especially when we went into the lifts and you could hear the audience erupt. And it just gave you that extra... It was a goose-pimpling moment, you know? It was just phenomenal.
Yeah,
really
going
good.
into that last lift where I had to jump, definitely the crowd got me there because we'd rehearsed it so many times and I'd fallen on the floor that they just having them cheering got me right up there.
Got you up the top. Was it your favourite dance of the series so far? You've had some good ones.
I'd say this and the jive. I still loved our jive. That was really
your
good
jive
fun.
and the red, that was pretty good as well. And Craig said, best Charleston ever. That must be quite memorable. Did you have any tips from your lovely wife who performed the other brilliant Charleston on this show, Ola?
No, I mean, obviously, Ola saw the routine before we performed it, and she said that it was an amazing routine. But, I mean, their Charleston was quite iconic as well. I mean, Chris, he was Mr. Charleston, wasn't he, with his whole facial expressions and everything. But it was different because ours was more themed to the Egyptian song and everything, so totally different. His was more traditional, ours was a little bit more themed.
Yeah, it was quite quirky. You swinging in on the rope at the beginning.
liked that. That was good fun.
And my throw with the guys.
I know.
I loved
well,
it.
that's what I wanted to ask you. What was better, being carried in? But he does get really jealous, doesn't he? You were talking to Ian earlier on. I could see him like that. I'm here too.
I do it on purpose.
What was more exciting, being carried in by 4 burly men or getting the 10s?
Oh, it's a tough one. Actually, well, they're equal, really.
Yeah, OK.
Both just as good as each other.
I'll take that. Bruce did actually mention that you'd had a bad dress run. What was that, when you hadn't got the lift or something or other?
Oh, no. It was a wardrobe malfunction. My left boobie came out.
What? We missed it? No.
Yes.
And I had no idea.
She didn't
I just
even
carried on
know.
dancing.
And I stopped and covered her, and I didn't know what to do, and I just stood there holding her. And I
Well,
went,
you can't put your hand on, can you? You have to sort of
But the funniest thing is, halfway through the dress rehearsal, we were dancing it, and he was going in my ear. As we're dancing, I'm going like this, and he's going, boob, boob. And I'm thinking, why do you keep saying boob? And then I looked, I was like,
goodness me. But you and your burly men, we've noticed sort of each week that, you know, you've had a bit of a thing for some of the professional dancers.
much
this
all of
week,
them.
I know, this week, it's another one. Honestly, she's insatiable.
Look, I've got massive ones.
no, not as good as Artem's.
No massive bingo wings. I've got
They're
bigger arms
solid.
than Artem. He's just got massive boobies.
He has got much better physique than you.
Oh, I love the fact that you
true.
wind up.
It's true, though.
James, you've got such a big head, though. It is good to wind you up.
Yeah, no, I think it is. Look, it's another one for your
I've got
collection.
another one.
There you go. We'll see if we can get you the whole range by the end. Oh, bless him.
I don't want to upset Cara.
So, American Smooth for you this week.
Yes.
Is it a joy? How's it going?
It's not necessarily that smooth at the moment, is it?
No,
Really?
considering he dropped me on my head today.
No, well, you're right.
I do feel like
I didn't drop you.
Well-
I just didn't lift you.
Well, you walked away from me. I was mid-air. No, basically, he said, if you're going to do this lift, you have to commit to it.
Okay.
So there's me thinking, right, I'll just go for it.
I'll go for it.
But it was my fault initially, because I put my arm round and I almost hit James in the face, so he ducked. But I carried on jumping in the air and just went smack on the floor.
And he just walked away. It's nice, though. It must feel so safe.
No, it was really bad, but anyway.
Darcy loved your choreography at the weekend, and I know it must be great for the professionals to have that recognised. But we think we've noticed that you have more skills than just choreography, Jordan.
No.
Check this out.
Hello, love. Oh, sorry.
Oh, wow. I'll do Artem. Ready?
Again. Vincent, that's really good, Bella. That's so nice. I can't do roly-poly. It's so difficult.
Anton.
What foot do we start on?
La la la. And they call it puppy love.
Walk like an Egyptian. It's
Don't
low-key
sing it.
anyway.
Don't
Listen,
sing it.
my singing's good.
I feel picked on.
Oh, it's fun picking on you, though, James.
It is.
Isn't it?
Let's all join in.
I know, it should be a national
You at home,
pastime.
join in.
You have got week 7, James Jordan, looking back through history books, 39 is your highest score in week 7. Can you go top again this week, and can you better that, do you reckon?
You know what? We actually don't necessarily think about the scores.
Yeah.
For us, it's about trying to create a dance that we enjoy and hopefully the people at home enjoy. The scores are just an added bonus, really.
Yeah.
So this week, I think we love the song.
Not when you're singing it, though.
No, I do sing
Yeah,
it.
and if you don't drop her, it'll
Yeah,
be beautiful.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be an amazing dance, but right at this moment in time, it's not necessarily American smooth.
OK, you've got a couple of days.
We've got
Good
a couple
luck
of
with
days.
it. Denise and James, we love
Thank
you. Good
you.
luck this weekend. So good. Earlier on, we teased you with another one of our Whose Feet Are These Anyway? Let's see if you guessed correctly.